Meanwhile, in a parallel universe. Because I messed up pretty bad during preparations for the real thing. Hello there everybody, and welcome to part nice of Final Fantasy VII. On the last time with Final Fantasy VII, we made chocobos have inbred sex. Today will be the day. The day that we finally talk about the two most powerful enemies in all of Final Fantasy VII. So, in terms of preparations, well, in this first clip, I suppose, we're going to talk about the preparations for one of them. So, basically that big green thing that we saw underwater when we were in the submarine, yeah, that's a super boss. And another super boss is at the gold saucer, aka the big tree thing. So, you could technically take on the first super boss that we're going to go after right now, the underwater one. However, no. You really don't want to do that. I don't recommend going in there without the proper equipment, so to speak. And the proper equipment is what we're going to get here today. In this alternate universe, because I've already prepared in another alternate universe. So, it's in here where we can actually get started. Where you need to go is you need to go to the underwater reactor in Junin. Yes, you need to go to the Junin Mako reactor. And it's in this part where you'll want to find your target, so to speak. Because I believe in these videos we ran into a traveler, so to speak, at the village of Calm, aka the Calm Traveler. What he wanted was a guidebook. And how do you get a guidebook? Well, it has something to do with the enemies in here. And here it is. I've equipped the Morph Materia onto Tifa. Because this is actually a good chance to show what it can really do. So, Morph has a chance of turning enemies into items. And what we're trying to do here is to turn the ghost ship into an item. And Morph is the only way to do it. It may take a little bit, and oh god, okay, thank god. Thank god, it got Cloud. Yes, I'm thinking god, it got Cloud. I really hope it doesn't eject Tifa though, because that would seriously suck. As soon as I read that Morph has to be the last attack that morphs the actual item into enemy into an item, I just chose death because that took me 22 minutes. But anyway, yep, morph the ghost ship into the guidebook. Because morphing the ghost ship into the guidebook is incredibly instrumental to our strategy here today. Anyway, here we are. And yeah, you remember this guy? Well, bring him the guidebook. Oh, it's guidebook. Want to trade this for this underwater materia? How about it? Yes, I will. So he'll just phase right through us and get the materia out of the patch. Or out of his stash. And there you go. Underwater materia. This materia's only purpose, its only purpose is to allow you to breathe underwater. The super boss that we're going to be fighting first is an underwater creature. And we basically only have 20 minutes to deal with said super boss without the underwater materia equipped. Because if you drown, that's an automatic game over. So, yep, that's the thing. So anyway, now onward to the actual preparations in another alternate universe. Okay, here is where everyone is at. It should be noted that, well, in the Northern Cave, again, all the best stuff is there. And because of course it is, there's a really, really good grinding spot in the Northern Cave. However, I didn't do that. So I just went to Medeal and grinded up for about like 2 hours with speed ups. And I've gotten my materia to as high as they can be, in which I only equipped 2 of them. Now, this is a rather really cool strat. So basically, the super boss that we're tackling first has an attack that deals damage 1 times 1,111 times. Basically, it does damage according to how many materia you have. So, what I have on everybody is an HP plus materia that's mastered. That way I can have 50% more HP. So now I have 9,999 HP, which is the max. And the second materia is basically however I want. I have Knights on the Round on Cloud, just in case. I have the W item materia on Tifa, because she's going to be instrumental. And I have Gravity, because the first super boss actually is really weak to gravity. So that's really cool. And that's basically going to be the main strat that we're going to be dealing with. Oh, and if you also notice, I have over 9 million gil. That's because I mastered a lot of all materias and I sold them. So that's why I'm filthy stinking rich. And as for our items, I used the W item duplication glitch to duplicate Mega Elixirs and Heroes Drinks. So what the Hero Drink does is that it raises your stats in battle. So that's what Tifa is going to do. She's going to use the W item materials for Mega Elixirs and Hero Drinks. Don't worry, I'll explain a lot about this strat as we go along with our battle here today. So, yeah, that's gonna be it. The underwater materia does help. However, equipping it on... You know what? Actually, no. No Knights of the Round just yet. I want to be absolutely safe here. Well, because... Okay, so because... Well, one more thing before we get to it. We're going to be on a timer for this, and Knights of the Round is one of the most powerful summons, but it's also one of the longest summons. In fact, it is the longest summon in Final Fantasy VII, so I just want to be absolutely safe here. Even though Knights of the Round is really, really good for something like this, and is basically your main materia for damage, along with the W summon materia, and possibly even Mind Materia or Counter Magic or whatever. I'm not going to do that for this round because I just want to be extra safe. Anyway, make sure you save before each attempt because remember, game over takes you back to the last save point. So, nothing left to do but to dive down under and take him on. There he is. There's the asshole. I'm coming for you. Okay, let's do it. This is Emerald Weapon. So, right off the bat, make sure you have your Mega Elixirs ready. And your Heroes Drinks ready as well. I'm gonna put Sid and Cloud on Mega Elixir duty because... yeah, if you take a look, Emerald Weapon does a lot of damage. Yes, Emerald Weapon has the audacity to have well over 5,000 HP's worth of damage onto absolutely everybody. It even has that move where he stomps on you, and it does a lot of damage too. So, basically what we're doing here is rather cool. It's a rather cool strat that we can do. Okay, good. Cloud is already up there. Okay, good. Alright, so once again, Mega Elixir duty for him. And, oh, here we go. The key to understanding Emerald Weapon is understanding his AI. Because the AI will always do this. Every time. It has an attack called Emerald Beam, which I believe it just used. It always does a fixed percentage amount of damage, so that's something. Now, in its second form, it's going to open up its eyes. So when it does that, the yellow eyes will deal MP damage, and the blue eyes will cause regular damage. So already that's unfortunate. So here we go with the hero strings on Cloud. You can use them as many times as you want, and it really, really does help out a lot because we're going to be causing some real damage to this guy. Alright, Sid already has his things up, but I want Cloud to be up there. So yeah, you can basically see why you really need a strategy in order to take on this guy. And that's why I put up the, that's why I put the Hero Drink and Mega Elixirs up there first. Just so I can get an influx of healing going. Sid probably does it because his level 4 limit break is awesome. See, Emerald Beam always does a fixed percentage amount of damage, so it won't kill you. Very thankfully. So, that's awesome. Alright, so nothing left to do but to just wait for him to do his ultimate move. Yeah, his die move, if you will. It's like I said, get your Mega Elixirs ready to go. Ready and raring to go, I should say. Alright, no. I cannot deal with blue materia thing. The blue eyes attacking, thank you. I'd rather have the yellow ones attack me because that wastes MP and I don't really need MP for this strat. Okay, here it is. Materia Storm, aka Materia Storm. This attack will deal damage equal to 1 times 1,111 to your own stats. So that basically means we get lucky 7s! A rather rare occasion. So whenever your HP has all 7s, then you will deal all 7 damage. So that's why I have HP plus, so that we can do 777 damage. 7777 damage. That will take care of all of the eyes up until the point where it gets its main body. And because of that, Cloud and Sid will just keep on attacking repeatedly just like that. Until it gets all of its eyes destroyed, and then it will deal 7777 damage to Emerald Weapon's body. It won't actually kill him though, because Emerald Weapon has 1 million HP, but this strat is really, really cool. Alright, I'm just trying to concentrate. Frick. Ah, well. So anyway, we just, you know, we get the idea. Yeah, see, Cloud? See, look at how much damage that does! Look at that! Isn't that just the coolest thing ever? I mean, unfortunately, Tifa doesn't get to have a chance, but she does have a chance of doing Hero's Drinks, all of her limit breaks in the form of Hero's Drinks boosts. See? That does 9,999 damage every time. That's how powerful the Hero's Drinks can be. An extremely effective strategy here. And all in part with something else. And it's pretty much guaranteed that you want to use limit breaks as much as you can, because limit breaks override absolutely everything. Yes, limit breaks will take priority over all enemy attacks. And the best part is, Emerald Weapon can't do shit. See, look at how much damage this does. Okay, that's kind of disappointing, but you know what I mean. You know, you understand what I'm getting at here. This is an extremely effective strategy when dealing with Emerald Weapon. Extremely effective. Because you get the all lucky sevens effect. Well, that only activates once per battle, unfortunately, but it's a really good strat and a really cool one too, because it pretty much guarantees you seeing an incredibly rare strat. Anyway, I think I'm just gonna have an influx of just to keep this moving along. I think I'm just gonna keep the influx of stuff going on. I'm gonna have Cloud attack and Tifa and Sid heal. Because, well, here's the thing. Any powerful attack, like gravity, because it's incredibly weak to gravity, it's pretty much guaranteed that Emerald Weapon will counter with its own brand of coolness. Wow. I didn't even intentionally get the hit, but okay, sure. And oh boy, oh god, oh god. Mega Elixir, please. But yeah, this is incredibly helpful. Now, I know for a fact that now that it has all of its eyes opened up, I want to basically make sure that I get an influx of healing at this point. Because, well, now that he's in his second phase, that basically means that... Come on, thank you! Thank you very much. Alright. Get that influx of healing going, and then use Omni/Cloud. I think you get the idea. But no, I have to do it for the meme! It's off camera, but I don't care. See? I have to do it. I gotta do it for the meme. Once again, limit breaks override absolutely everything, so make sure you use your limit breaks the very second you have them. Especially if Emerald Weapon is getting ready to use Materia Storm. See, it's already in its first form already, and he didn't even use Materia Storm. Alright, actually, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna use High Wind. Just to keep that good HP going. There are plenty of other strats that you can do against Emerald Weapon. Plenty and plenty of other strats. Which is why I highly recommend that you check out the video that I linked in the description. Because this guy really knows his Emerald Weapon strats. I would also recommend that you use the counterattack materia, I believe, on this guy. I mean, if you're really willing to do it. But, you know, just regular attacking him regularly will probably have the chance of him actually, you know, countering with his foot stomp. So that will be unfortunate. And because of the fact that we don't have the final attack and other such materia, the final attack and Phoenix combination on him, on Cloud, or anyone else for that matter, then that basically means that we might be doomed. Okay, so once it opens up its eyes, that means we're going to go back up on the defensive. Okay, we're going back on the defensive. And there it is, Emerald Beam again. Now you're probably thinking, what is this secret stuff going on? What is this secret? Oh wait, I'm forgetting my own strats, the things. I'm forgetting my own strategies here. I need to use the limits. I need to use the limits so that we can get off-center a camera like this. Seriously, what am I doing? Well, Tifa's already almost up to her limit break, so that's cool. That's really cool. All right, come on. Damage Tifa already. Damage to Tifa. You can do it. Well, there it goes. There it goes. Okay, so Sid has his limit all readied up and ready to go. And we're going to do Tifa's next. I'm not taking any chances. We're just going to do regular attacks because that seems to do 9,999 damage anyway. And I think we effectively cancel out, yeah, we effectively cancel out Materia Storm every time. See? Again, an unbelievable strat that I wish I'd known about because I attempted to take this thing out multiple times. And you really have to know. You really, really have to know all about Final Fantasy VII if you really, really want this. You get 50,000 experience and 50,000 AP every single time. Unfortunately, none of our materia weapons will grow, but feels so good. It feels so good. Like, no joke, in practice, I literally popped off because, oh my god. Yeah, I popped off because I was just having such, like, a stressful time. Like, oh god, will I actually beat it? Oh my god. It feels so good. It feels so good just beating that thing's ass. It's unbelievable. It's so worth it. Every time you defeat Emerald Weapon, you receive the Earth Harp. The Earth Harp is one of the items that the Calm Traveler needs. Oh, it's the Earth Harp. Want to trade it for some Master Materia? I'm not being stingy either. I'll give you all 3 of them. How about it? Yeah, let's do it. This is honestly more rewarding than the other Super Boss's reward. It's a 3-piece Master Materia set and they're all yours. Master Command, Master Summon, Master Magic. These 3 materia are the best. These 3 materia are the best in all the materia in Final Fantasy VII. All 3 of these are the best. And in order to give you a quick demonstration before we move on to our next super boss, we're going to equip them onto Cloud because we all know what he's like. He gets everything because he's important. He's the main character. He's the best ever. So normally what you need to do in order to get the Master Materia is to master every single materia in that category. You need to master all of the magic materia, all of the summon materia, and all of the command materia, minus enemy skill. But because you beat Emerald Weapon and got the Earth Harp, you can get these no questions asked. Nope. I'm not having these enemies steal from me. Nope. Absolutely not. We're going to go over to the Chocobo farm because those enemies are a lot safer.
Behold, the most beautiful creation ever. Gaze upon Cloud's commands. Gaze upon it, for now he has absolutely every command. Gaze upon every single magic spell in the entire game. All the bolts, all the quakes, all the bios, all the demis, all of the statuses, all of the ultima. Everything. everything is as it should be. Gaze upon every single summon in the entire game, and you can get unlimited usage out of them, including this brand new summon that we've never actually gotten the materia up until now! We have reached Ascension. We are now capable of doing everything and more.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have power? Yes. That's right. You have access to every single magic spell, all the commands minus enemy skill, and every single summon. And on top of that, you have unlimited usage of every single summon. Unlimited. Normally, when you max out a summon materia, you only get 5 uses out of them. But thanks to the Master Summon materia, you can use every summon as much as you please. Well, but about the command materia, it's Master Command materia, it's honestly not really... Well, it's honestly probably a lie because, well, it's like I said, you don't get the enemy skill materia. However, it also applies to the double cut command as well. Or, you know, 4 times cut. Yes, I actually leveled up that materia so it can be 4 times cut. Your regular attack will still stay, and if you want to change it, then you need to equip the double cut materia. So, as unfortunate as that is, well, there you go. Anyway, that's Emerald Weapon. And now in the next clip, I will show you the other weapon. Over there, that dingly little thing. The freaking rascal. Before we tackle our second super boss for today, we are actually going to head back to Wutai a little bit. I need to turn down my thing. Okay, we're actually going to head back to Wutai here because there's actually something that I forgot. And it's one thing that is actually kind of really good for this fight. Because here at the cat house, you know, the house filled with cats, I believe you need to go upstairs. And through here, you open up a chest containing HP absorb materia. So basically, that will allow you to absorb HP. Now, this linked with Knights of the Round, you're guaranteed to get a full heal every single time. So that's really, really cool. And something that I wish I'd known about until I researched it. It's like I said, playing this game for 100% completion is like a journey. It's like a dangerous journey to me. Anyway, we're gonna deal with arguably the tougher, actually, of the super bosses here. And where is he? Where is he? There he is. He's over there, the little tyke. Now, before you do this, though, you want to make sure your other party members are dead. Don't worry, guys. It's all part of the plan. Yeah, because this boss, oh boy. This boss desperately needs your other party members to stay dead. Okay, so here's what I've done. Before we tackle this thing, here's what I've done. Namely to Cloud. Because, well, I have all the master materia on him, of course. However, I also have Luck Plus on him, because I really, really would like to have that. You know, a bit of luck won't hurt. I have Magic Plus so that Knights of the Round can do loads of damage, like 9,999. I have HP Plus because, well, I need it. W Summon because we're going to be using Knights of the Round twice in a row. And I equipped the Final Attack Materia and Phoenix Materia together, so that when Cloud dies, he can use Phoenix to bring everybody back to life. Another really good strat is also using the Revive Materia, which you can still get at Costa del Sol. When you max that out, that'll give you Life 2. And Life 2 basically resurrects your guys at full HP. I have Knights of the Round and HP Absorb. And finally, another Magic Plus and HP swapped with MP Materia. So with the HP and MP Materia, I basically swapped Cloud's max MP with his max HP. So he has 999 HP while he has 9,999 MP. Because this super boss has the ability to take away thousands of MP away from you. So good luck with that. As for Tifa, I made sure she had 9,000, the max HP and MP. But I also have Added Effect and Hades linked together. That means she won't be able to get any statuses because this guy can also inflict statuses. I also have Mime on her. And Ultima, because why not? For Sid, I have Typhon, Neo Bahamut, Phoenix, and yeah, just for the other magic stats, you know? Just for raising his magic stat. The enemy skill, Mime, Contain, Feel Cure for magic purposes, HP and MP, and blah blah blah, you get the drill. Now, I'm not exactly sure how this is gonna go, or if this is a viable, or if this is really a viable strat at all, because I feel like the Revive strat is a lot better for this. But screw it. We're gonna go for it. This is Ruby Weapon. Arguably the harder of the super bosses, honestly. Really, really harder than, you know, the other super bosses, to be perfectly honest. So, this guy has Ruby Flame, which can kill instantly. I mean, if you don't have the proper, you know, setup. Which is why I have Final Attack. Anyway, now's the time. I am going to auto-kill this mother. Behold, the ultimate end! And that is Ultimate End, which is basically the cue to use Ultima, unfortunately. And that's also the cue for Tifa to get petrified, even though I had a remedy on her. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. But yeah, basically you want to enter this fight solo because Ruby Weapon will always start out with, you know, doing doing whatever he wants, which is really bad. So, yep. And what I'm going to be using here today is the Dazer strategy. Dazers are your main weapon against Ruby Weapon. And also Hades too, if you can allow it. Because because Ruby Weapon is susceptible to stop. Yes. Susceptible to stop. And Hades and the Dazers are perfect. And if you couldn't tell, I used the W item duplication glitch to make it so. So, I believe with that... Yep. Another use of that. Yeah, this is awesome. Dazers and the W summon and Knights of the Round are going to be instrumental. Ruby Weapon has 800,000 HP, so get someone on Mega Elixir duty, get someone on Dazer duty, and as soon as the Dazers get in there, use W summon Knights of the Round to basically do a lot of damage. And of course, that's basically his cue to use, you know, that. The Ultima. So, I'm basically going to have Sid... Yeah, Sid on Dazer's duty. Which is unfortunate because I just remembered that he has the W item materia on him. Whoopsie daisy. But I think that's okay because... Actually, no, he doesn't. Okay. I'm actually very surprised at my own skills. Okay. So, this is the effective strat on Ruby Weapon. Other than that, though, Ruby Weapon has pretty much some of the strongest attacks possible. His tentacles make it so that it'll cause statuses on you. So make sure you get all of your ribbons onto everybody. I actually had to take off the ribbon off of Kate Sith so that I can put it on Sid, so that he won't be affected by statuses at all. And I guess Petrification doesn't really count as a status that can be blocked by Added Effect and Hades, I guess, for Tifa. So, yep. It's still going. Like I said, some of the longest summons, but some of the most deadly summons of all of them. And that's your cue for Ultima. Okay. And I believe that can be used... few more times, I believe. But I don't want to keep a good thing going down, so I'm going to use Dazers again and then W summon Knights of the Round again. Alright, come on, dude. Alright, thank you. Alright, and there you go again! Let's do it! This is awesome. This is really awesome. And to think this is actually my first time employing this strategy. My first time employing this strategy and my first time that I'm potentially going to beat Ruby Weapon. If this doesn't screw up in some way, if this doesn't, you know, get screwed in some way, I win the fight. Come on. Come on. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I'm getting really excited. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go. Go, Knights. Go. This is still really long even through that. Come on. Wait. Boosh. And finally, Zeus. Yeah! Woo! Yes! Suck it, nerd! Woo! Nice! Got those materia leveled up and level ups for everybody else. You get the Desert Rose from defeating Ruby Weapon. Oh my god, that felt so good! That felt so good! Oh my god! And you want to know what the prize is for beating Ruby Weapon? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? You get a Chocobo. Okay, is it like some really super duper awesome special Chocobo? Is it some really awesome one? Turns out, it's just a golden Chocobo. It's just a golden Chocobo. You only get the golden Chocobo. You know, it would have been really cool if we didn't already have a golden Chocobo already. You pretty much need Knights of the Round if you want to beat Ruby Weapon. And also a combination of, you know, everything and the W item stuff and the W materia stuff and blah, blah, blah. So, screw that. Screw that. Really? Ruby Weapon, beating Ruby Weapon is just a cause for bragging rights. It really is. So you know what? This counts in another timeline, but not this one. We already have a golden Chocobo. We're fine. We're good. Plus, we can literally just fight these things as many times as we want. You can fight Emerald Weapon as many times as you want. And you can fight Ruby Weapon as many times as you want. So, I don't really see the point of beating Ruby Weapon other than, hey, you want an extra golden Chocobo? Yeah, compared to Emerald Weapon, Ruby Weapon is definitely harder, but the reward is kind of lame. In fact, it's really lame. Emerald Weapon is easier, but the reward is better. Because if that guy doesn't leave, I believe... Now, I've looked up every single information that I possibly could. And I haven't tried this out myself. Although I probably will, and I will put on screen if this does work or not. But I think with every Earth Harp that you can get, the Calm Traveler will give you as many of the mastered materia as you want. I'm not entirely sure. I don't really know how that works, but if it's true, I'll put it up on screen. If it's not true, I'll also put it up on screen. But yeah, those were the super bosses of Final Fantasy VII. All 2 of them. And yeah, because of that, we effectively have all the materia spells, all the command spells, all of everything basically done in Final Fantasy VII. Except for one thing. Next time on Final Fantasy VII, we're going to do a few more things. But for real, after those few little things, we're finally going to go into the Northern Crater. And we're gonna get him. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.